Greetings, rock stars from the world of learning and development and instructional design. This is another whiteboard pop-up presentation brought to you by Tessa from xAPI. Today we're going to have a look at the idea of what is a learning ecosystem and how can xAPI help you grow one. So for the purposes of this discussion, we are going to look at your existing course content as represented by these 4 trees here. The first tree I'm going to write storyline onto to represent content that you may have built into that platform, though this could be content from any other authoring tool, things like Gomo or Rise, for example. The next tree I'm going to label YouTube. Now, this is because as part of your course, you may well refer your learners to some content that is on YouTube, which you would like to be able to embed somewhere. The third tree I'm labeling PDF. So let's say you've already got some company documentation around the training module that you're running. That's our PDF tree. And lastly, we're going to call this tree the web link tree. Sometimes there is fantastic content freely available on the internet, and it's really handy to be able to refer your learners and your trainees to a simple web link. Now we can see 4 very beautiful trees here which represent the fantastic course content that you've built to this point. The only problem though is that they're all floating and their roots are exposed, and we know they're not going to last very long in the wild in this state. So we need to find somewhere to plant these 4 trees. One location that will allow them to continue thriving in their own right. And this is where xAPI comes in. It offers you one single cloud-based platform into which you can plant all of this existing course content to effectively make your very own learning ecosystem. Not only that, but xAPI will allow you to add to your ecosystem in a way that you haven't been able to before. To show you how the xAPI platform can also help you to add even more exciting content to your training module, I've added these 3 trees which are now going to magically pop up out of the soil and grow amongst the rest of your learning ecosystem. Don't mind me while I use a little bit of sticky tape to hold these things in place. So tree number 1 might represent a checklist that you've built out using our Coach app. And tree 2 represents the observation checklist that we'll also build out using xAPI. And lastly, we have a self-assessment that we've also built in for the learner. It is by building a learning experience pathway that contains all of these individual trees that you are able to build your learning ecosystem within the xAPI platform. The great thing about xAPI is that it also gives you the ability to get data on learner experiences. So that's also known as xAPI. I'm going to represent that as a fruit on these beautiful learning trees. So I'm going to very quickly draw in a whole stack of fruit now. And once we've had a bountiful harvest, we need to collect all of that information. So here is my little basket of fruit with the learning record store represented on the front. If you have a learning record store collecting this information for you, you are able to connect that into your xAPI account. When you sit back and think about the power of xAPI and how it can help you to consolidate all of the various aspects of your digital learning program, surely you're going to feel as happy as this little man here. And when you step back and look at your healthy, thriving learning ecosystem, I bet you're going to feel like you've got some serious superpowers too. To sign up for your very own xAPI account, to contact us, or for any further information, please don't hesitate to track us down using this website information here. Otherwise, I am Tessa, and it has been a pleasure to illustrate the concept of a learning ecosystem for you today. If you've got any questions, you can find me at tessa@xapiapps.com.